Hello everybody, I'm Sharp and Blade, and this is a little segment I like to call a couple knives reviewed quickly. Today we're going to look at two Twosuns, and the reason why I'm reviewing them quickly is because I don't really feel like they need full reviews each one. I've had them for a while. I just kind of want to get the reviews out there for you. What I'm going to do is link each knife in the description of this video from White Mountain Knives website. Where you can see, I'm probably not even going to bother with the specs or size comparisons with this. You can find all that on White Mountain Knives website. You can even sign up for email notification to tell you when these are available. And you can also use discount code SHARP10 to get 10% off either of these knives or pretty much any knife on their website. So, with that out of the way, this is the Twosun TS138 Dracula. And this is the Twosun TS208. I never remember the numbers. Gotta have names to remember them. At least I can remember Dracula for this. But anyways, because it's a name. But anyway, we'll start with this one. Put this down. This is a very nice looking knife. What drew me to this knife right off the bat was the design. It looks like I love the blade shape. I normally don't like when it's kind of got that like a slightly upswept curve to it, but it kind of works on this knife and I like it. The handle is nice. It's very neutral, so the ergos are solid on this. As you can see, there's a space here. If you have larger hands, you can come right down on it and you can fill up, have lots of real estate there. So it's a nice ergonomic knife. It cuts very well. It's very sharp and slicey. The flipper tab pretty much disappears. You can just see the faint outline of it here. Pretty much disappears into the handle though when it's deployed, which is nice. A very nice flowing design. D2 blade steel. It's a flat grind. Nice little clip here. It's kind of like a very elongated clip point. It's got a deep carry clip. Stainless steel liners. However, the liners have kind of like a black coating on them, which is nice. Lanyard bar here built into the back spacer. It's green micarta. I don't know if there's any other colors available. I don't think White Mountain Knives has any other colors available other than the green. Nice satin finish on the blade. The action is really nice. There's a flipper tab there. Very minimal flipper tab with a little bit of jimping on it. Works very well though. It's got a detent ramp on it like most Twosuns have, and so it's it's on bearings, so it's very smooth and very drop shutty. So it's a really nice solid knife. If you're looking for a nice budget knife, can't go wrong with this one. It does have that infamous Twosun, infamous for me anyways, Twosun little, you can touch the tip of the blade there. And you can kind of touch back here a little bit too. Now, on to the Dracula. This one is a little bit more fidget friendly. While that one has a very satisfying flip, this one you can use the holes in the blade. You see, I'll show it better. Holes in the blade there to reverse flick. The thumb studs that are on it aren't really great for. I think they're just decoration. They don't work that great. I've never really been able to use them as thumb studs. They just kind of look cool. And the flipper tab is very minimal, but it also works quite well too. This one's a frame lock. Very beefy frame lock. The milling on this, they always do a good job with their milling. And you can kind of see it, yeah. So there's nice milling there. This is flat, but there's milling on here. Very, very nice and milling on here too. So they do a good job with that. And this is micarta, but also comes in full-on titanium one. So this is a titanium scale here, and it comes in carbon fiber. And the blade steel is D2 on this. And it's fairly drop shutty too. I have to give it a little bit more of a shake, but that's probably from the pressure from the lock bar. It does have lock bar insert. So that's nice to see as well, especially on a knife that's a budget knife. But yeah, it's a very fidgety knife. It's nice, it's fun to use, fun to open. Quite a few angles on the blade here. They did a very intricate grind on it. This is a flat grind here. Very interesting looking knife. It's probably very polarizing. The only thing I didn't really like about it was the pocket clip. It's a nice milled pocket clip. It's nice to see that on a budget knife, but it goes right in this groove. Now the groove is nice as a design feature. It's cool looking. Big hole, little hole, very cool. But when you put it in your pants, the material kind of, when you're pulling it out, as soon as it gets to that point right here, where it's kind of like folded in there in this crevice, that when you go to pull it out, it kind of snags a little bit. So that's a negative. It's not a big negative, but it's a negative. It's got decent enough spring to it, so that might loosen up a little bit. It might kind of break in, I guess you could say, after a while, but I didn't carry it enough to do that. I didn't talk about the ergos. So you can see you have quite a large forward finger troll here, which makes a really comfortable grip. The jimping is a little bit more hardcore than it needs to be. It's a little bit on the sharp side. Your thumb's not going anywhere, but it's kind of, yeah, kind of aggressive. But when you hold it like this, it feels really nice and secure in hand. When you come back a little bit, if you hold it in, like, say, the normal grip, this flare up here, where it kind of expands, it certainly fills the hand, and I like that it fills the hand, but it almost kind of pushes it up. It could just be my hand. My fingers are a little crooked. So it could just be my hand causing issues, but it's just not overly comfortable here. There's no hot spots or anything with it. The pocket clip is really nice. There's no hot spots. Same with the other knife. I didn't mention that. There's no hot spots with that either. But in this grip, it just kind of flares a little bit too much here for me to really like it. So it's definitely a choked up knife that you want to have. You want to use choked up. But anyways, yeah. Other than that, it's great for fidgeting with, and it sounds awesome. Couple quick reviews. Like I say, links to these will be in the description of this video. Check them out if you want. They are good knives. Twosun does do a good job with the knives that they make, but they do have some issues, you know, with being able to touch the blade at certain spots on the knife. This one, however, you can't. It's the shape of it. It points the tip down, so you can't touch it here because it's far enough away from the end of the handle, and you can't touch it here because it's short enough, especially with that finger choil in there, that it's kind of behind the back spacer. So it's nice. That's a nice thing. You can't cut yourself on it. Anyways, that should do for this. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.